Okay, last video from my dad's car, I promise. We are going plant shopping once again. I feel like, how could I not go massive plant shopping while I'm in the States? Because I feel like your big box store plants are so much better than they are in the UK. And so that's what we're going to be looking for today. I'm currently sitting outside Lowe's. You can see it in the background there. And I'm going to be checking out what they've got, see if they've got sort of uncommon, fun things. Some things that you can potentially get for cheaper at a big box store than you can at the sort of independent plant shops that I have already brought you to in the past couple of weeks. So right now we're outside Lowe's. I'm going to try and go to Home Depot and Walmart as well today and just to see what they've got going for them and see if it's any good, any like cheaper in prices, see if we can get the good plants on the low. You know what I mean? Before we get into that, though, I want to say if you're new here and you don't know me already, hi, my name is Emma, and I make houseplanty content all over the internet. So if you want to follow along with my houseplanty journey and maybe learn something along the way, stick around, watch some more of my videos, and subscribe to my channel. If you are not new here, welcome back. I really appreciate you returning. Now let's go straight into Lowe's and see what sort of plants they've got. It is a rainy one today, folks, so I'm going to try and get in this shop as fast as possible. I'm gonna go straight into the garden center here. So they have loads of outdoor plants here, and just really quickly while I'm seeing these, they've got some cool like mixed pots of stuff up here. They're like Tradescantias, snake plants. There's some Marinta lemon limes in there. Those are kind of fun. But they're hanging baskets to go outside. The indoor plants are just inside these doors here. This whole section here. Hopefully the music isn't too loud in here, but I'm going to sort of show you what sort of fun things you can get here. The first thing that's caught my eye is they've got some begonia Arabian sunsets. Look at that. How nice is that? For $15. Actually, they're calling this a black magic, but to me this looks like an Arabian sunset. But you do get the pot with it in stores like this, which is kind of fun. And for $15, I feel like that's a pretty good deal. And this will grow like freaking crazy. Mine grows so fast. It'll like triple, quadruple in size over the course of a year. Some gloriosums here as well. Is this gloriosum? Or is it El Choco Red? I think this might be an El Choco Red. Yeah, it does say Philodendron El Choco Red, and I think that says $19.98. I haven't seen any El Choco Reds since I've been here, even in the sort of like specialty plant shops, so that's kind of fun. And they have sort of like plenty in there as well, which is nice. Loads and loads of Philodendron Arabapoense as well. Arabapoense silver in a self-watering pot, and this is $19.98 as well. I feel like that's a pretty good deal. These are fairly large plants, and they come on a stake. I mean, I would get that on a pole right away. And a fun sort of self-watering pot. They're not my favorite pots, but they'll do the job. Beautiful alocasias. I feel like that's what I've been missing from the sort of plant shops I've been to so far, is they've not had insane amounts of alocasias. But this is the Bismuth Silver, and you're getting multiple plants in these pots. They're very thirsty though. That's quite dry. That's the sort of thing that you're getting better at a plant shop than you will at a big box store, is the plants will be better quality just due to like the care they're able to like get in a plant shop as opposed to a big box store. But these are beautiful. It's a Dieffenbachia Starbright, which I think is really beautiful. I've not seen one like this. The variegation on them are really pretty. Again, in the sort of self-watering pot, pretty sure this is the $20 mark as well. They've got some insanely big fiddly figs as well, like huge leaves. And they're potted in a pot with golden pawpaws at the bottom, which is quite interesting. And you get the pot as well, like a big plastic pot. The whole thing's $60. So like if you're looking for something big, maybe sort of big box stores wouldn't be the worst thing, because these are actually quite huge plants. They do have some fun, more giftable things as well with these like fun stands. I actually really like that as a no drainage container on a little wood block. I'd probably get this one because the dark wood matches my home more, but I actually really like that. I think they're quite fun. I'd change out the plant to something else, probably like a begonia or something. but I think they are stinking cute. And I do like that you just get the plants in the pots in these sort of places, more so than you do in the UK. You don't really see that as much in the UK, like occasionally here and there, but like nothing compared to that of the US. Like these little ecosystems as well. Oh, like this Maranta, this would do a better job, I think, in no drainage situation. But these little ecosystems in here are quite cute as well. A little ZZ in there, and Sansevieria. I mean, actually, I don't know if I'd put any of these plants in the same thing. ZZ and Sansevieria maybe, but I wouldn't put that in the same as a nerve plant because those are thirsty. So I don't know. But either way, this like hanging thing is quite cute. I kind of feel like that's it for sort of like uncommon things in this area. There's not like tons and tons of like new and noteworthy, you know what I mean? There's some beautiful things for sure, and like it's the first place I've seen a sort of different begonia like this. Fantastic, I love that. But other than that, and like some Philodendron atabapoense, it is feeling fairly typical, which is totally fine. That's absolutely fine. And the prices have been lower here as well. I found a new section here, and they do have some quite large gloriosums, which are really pretty. Actually, are these yeah. What's this one? This one might be something different because it's got fuzzy petioles, but for the most part, they're gloriosums. And yes, this isn't the nicest one here, but they do come in a proper ceramic pot, which is fancy. Do they have a price on them? These are $40, but I think half of what you're paying for here is the pot, so it does make sense. But they come on a little coir pole, and you can kind of search in to try and find a nicer looking one. They've also got pretty normal monsteras, beautiful big zolinicas. These are massive, and Bird of Paradise, but like nothing special. I like these better. The zolinicas with like dark stripes, those are really beautiful. These are $30, and you do get that sort of plastic pot with them as well. So I feel like that's kind of it for this plant section. It's not crazy huge. They've not got anything absolutely outrageous here. It is mostly just normal plants, which is fair. That's absolutely okay. That's what the majority of things that big box sellers sell, is normal plants. Ooh, they have a clearance rack as well. I wonder if any of this is worth it. It's all looking a bit sad. Yeah, I don't think I would pick anything out off of that, unfortunately. But aside from a few things that are like a little bit different, it is majority pretty standard things, nothing that exciting. So in the sort of same shopping center strip mall thing, we have Walmart as well. So I'm just gonna drive quickly over there to see what they have. And from like what I see online, I feel like they might have Tycons. Who knows? We will see. This could be a terrible mistake that I have made, but we're gonna see what they've got. Okay, so let's see if we can find some houseplants. I see a couple just here, but they're like basic-y ones. There's some up there as well. I wonder if there's like a proper section, or is this just, is that it? So that's the entirety of the houseplants they have, which is not ideal, and I can't see them. So I guess Walmart's a bust. Because, I mean, they have these, but they're not really the vibe. There was really nothing in there worth thinking about at all. And so we're just gonna go straight to Home Depot now, which is just down the road as well. It's not in this shopping center, but just down the road, maybe like 5-10 minutes, and see if they have anything as well. That makes me sad. I feel like I see people online going to Walmart and getting like huge Cebu Blues or like Tycons and whatever, but guess that's not for me here. Okay, we've got to have better luck at Home Depot. I'm sure we will. I'm pretty sure they have like a whole garden center nursery vibe, so I'm kind of not worried about it. But we'll see if they've got anything sort of fun and different, maybe, hopefully. Fingers crossed. The Home Depot. Suppose the first port of call would best be close to the garden center. Maybe. Got some new big stuff here, some big palms as well, but Again, mostly pothos. Ha ha ha. Found it. Oh my god, also the music's not on here, so that is fantastic. Though, I'm gonna be honest, it is not a huge section. So I'm currently at the Home Depot in Burbank. I didn't say that before. All of these are the Burbank locations. And we're just gonna have a look and see if there's anything worth thinking about collector-wise. Oh my god, some huge ZZ plants. That's kind of fun. Like literally massive plants for $129, and I feel like that price is reasonable just because they are like huge. 14-inch ZZ pots with like huge chunky stems, like absolutely massive. Some Dieffenbachias, like Aglaonimas. They are big. That's the good thing. These are big plants, like large, but they're nothing like incredible, if that makes sense. I don't know, I'm feeling somewhat disappointed here. Home Depot is not coming in clutch. Okay, I've seen one thing. I've seen a tie constellation. There we go, let's pull her out. Okay, there's a couple in there. This one does have a big leaf. Okay, let's pull these out and we can have a look at them properly. Okay, y'all, I found my Tycons. This is kind of what I've been looking for this entire time, cheap Tycons, because I know that's something that they have in big box stores here. And these ones are not terribly priced for the size they are. I mean, they're very well priced for the size they are. These are $69.98 for a huge Monstera Tie constellation. And they have pretty decent variegation and very decent leaf size. Like, they are big. This one has a bit of a raggedy leaf, unfortunately, but like, I think that's just travel damage and stuff. There's nothing to be avoided there. It doesn't look like it's got pests or anything, but they're huge, like 14-inch pots. So there's that one, which is a little bit higher variegation, and then there's this one, which is a little bit lower variegation and ever so slightly smaller as well. Again, raggedy leaf. Like, just pulled that off because it was hanging on by a thread, but bit raggedy. But for the cost of $69.98, I feel like it's almost a shout. And I personally, like, y'all know me, I like the less variegated ones, but I think either of them would be a really, really nice option. And these are like big plants, but I do have to say, like, these are plants that, where are they from? Are they Costa Farms? I mean, they are local, San Marcos, California. I don't know if that's Costa Farms or not. If anyone can tell me, let me know. But like these sort of big plants like this, these are grown in like huge batches in potentially not as amazing of conditions as you would be getting a plant from a like independent shop like Mickey's or Armstrong's or any of the shops that I have shown so far. And even though those are more expensive, they're going to be grown locally, as well as probably more like financially like paying the people that they're working for. I'm not saying that Costa Farms doesn't pay their people. Don't get me twisted. But like there's a reason that plants are cheaper in big box stores. Also because they can afford to like sell them at a loss, if you know what I mean. So here we go. Some big, beautiful Monsteras. I'm glad I was able to actually find something. But other than that, like, the stock here is big and beautiful, and like they've got some big normal Monsteras as well, like freaking massive guys. I mean, I'm not gonna go diving in that because I cannot be bothered for just a plain Monstera or like maybe a bit of sport variegation, maybe. But these huge big Monsteras, massive for $99, which I do think makes sense because they are really big plants. Also, just for the sake of comparison to the ZZ Ravens in the smaller shops. Okay, this one doesn't have a price on it, but the other one here, which is growing new growth, for $25. That is still more expensive than the UK, but comparatively, you can get cheaper ones here. But again, it is the same I don't know sort of what conditions these are in. I don't know if they're getting overwatered or anything. They're looking very, very moist. Maybe they were dry out and they were watered today for the first time in a while. Who knows? But if you were looking for something more affordable, definitely big box stores are your option. That's just like the general rule, I'm pretty sure. Joe said there might be some bits out here as well, which doesn't surprise me. Again, it's that you can get like more plants living outside in the US. I mean, maybe not the US, but in California for sure, you can. Massive variegated euphorbia. That's beautiful. Pretty. For $119. Crazy alocasia, regal shields. We knew these are outdoor plants here. That's why you can get them so freaking big. You just can't grow them like this in the UK, and it makes me sad, but they are freaking gorgeous, and these are all 40 for like huge, like beautifully dark plants. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. Oh, this one's flowering. Look at those flowers on that. That's fun. And of course, crazy cacti succulent zone. Get some smaller variegated euphorbias for some price. I'm not even gonna look. But also big sort of bird of paradise plants as well. But these aren't anything crazy because you're gonna be able to grow these outside here. You mostly see people growing them outside here. Like you can just drive down the street and see like people with these massive, oh my God, that plant, that huge thing, 99, crazy. I mean, gorgeous, but crazy. Like crazy cheap. It's great. Okay, I mean, that's really the extent of the fun things here, which makes me kind of sad. But like, I kind of get it as well. Like maybe we're not coming at the best of times. It is New Year's Eve today, and they probably had a crazy like pre-Christmas rush, so maybe I should have come in before Christmas. Potentially the like plants would have been better. It's very possible, but you know, didn't have time. I was busy doing Christmas. So we're just gonna have to, I don't know, just accept that the plants here have not really met my, I'd say, pretty high expectations for what to expect at a big box store in the US. I don't know, Planting Ashley's videos have like set me up for failure here because I feel like all the shops that she goes to are like amazing, like big box stores with like huge selections of like crazy rare stuff. And I'm like, I say rare. It's not rare anymore. Nothing's really rare these days. Anything you can find in a big box store does not count as rare. But like more uncommon, fun, collectorsy sort of plants than this lot. I'm not saying that like if you buy plants from these sort of stores or like that you want any of these plants here that you're not a collector. That's not what I'm saying. They're just like, there's nothing that I'm seeing here that I would want to buy, if that makes sense. And given I know I've got a massive collection and maybe that's different if you're like a beginning plant collector and you don't have as much, cool, fine. But like, I don't know, there's just nothing that's tickling my fancy like there has been in the more like nursery plant shops that I've been going to, like the like proper independent ones. But am I surprised? I really don't know. I don't know how I feel about any of this. But yeah, that was me shopping in big box stores. Sorry to disappoint, but let's be honest, I'm disappointed as well. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know down below. Let me know as well if you have big box stores that have better plants than this. I really, like, sincerely in my heart hope that you do, because I want everyone to have nice plants all the time. But otherwise, comment down below if you'd like to see anything else houseplanty from me, and subscribe for more. I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to keep growing. Bye!